Actually, Malaysia, there's quite a unique system with several cultures. You see, Malay has their own story of or their own problems. Indians has their own problems. Even Chinese has their own problems. And it seems like we do not understand that these problems are mostly caused by ourselves. You see, for example, a Malay side will say that Malay in Penang could not afford to buy a house. But from a Chinese perspective, Chinese did not receive any incentive from the government. It's all due to our hard work. So we are in a disadvantaged perspective rather than an advantaged perspective, and yet we can afford to own a house. But it's all, I think it's all because this rooted system 50 years ago, which is not very logical right now. We in Malaysia would need one platform that equal opportunity given to all, so that there would be no misunderstanding that the government is helping Malay or the government is helping the Chinese, while the government should be helping every Malaysians. I've been to overseas several times, especially China. Every time I visited China, there are 2 new railway stations and there are more high-rise buildings. While in Penang, I've been living here since I was born, 23 years, and it is still the same. The Comtas still remain the highest building in Penang. And even China's internet speed, broadband speed is faster than us. Although 5 years back, it was just a rural area. So, and the last thing is that I found out that although since your leadership, the government is transforming a better government, but I think that this message is not transferred properly to the Rakyat. Rakyat doesn't understand what GDP, what KPI and all this. They want to see something very simple and they can feel it themselves. And Facebook is one of the best action. And why more youngsters believe in the opposition than BN. I hope BN could look into a better system of delivering message to the youth of Malaysia. So, and especially some of the words by the opposition isn't true at all.
I think you have made a very discerning point there, that even if you say the opposition quite a bit is not true, but the communication is being done more effectively. I think that is also a good reminder for the government, the BN government, that communication is very important, because otherwise you're dealing with people's perception. And politics is all about perception, you see. So if you're good at delivering, but even though it's not true, then the public will receive it in a different manner. So I take that point. It's a very valid point. Thank you for saying that, for reminding me that we need to do even better job. Yeah, we're starting doing it, because now, like, you know, I'm engaging through social network, working and all that. It's beginning, but I think we need to do more, because the opposition, they are not in government, you see. So they have more time doing all these things. So I think we need to do even more so that our messages will get better received by the people. And your first point just now, I think there is this dichotomy of views. Generally, the Malays feel that the colonial period was a period in which they have been suppressed for 400 years, and they have been left behind, you see. Whereas the Chinese feel that they've been working very hard, and so they deserve to be treated equally with the Malays. There is dichotomy of thinking. So as a government, we try to blend the two thinking. That's why I'm advocating One Malaysia and system that's fairer, so that we take into account the needs and the aspirations of all communities. Last year, for the first time, those who achieved 9 A's, A+, irrespective of the ethnic community, were given government scholarship. So that's a recognition that, in other words, if you work hard, no matter who you are, the government will consider giving scholarship to you. And we are moving in that direction, but at the same time, we have to address the concern of the Malay group as well, because they feel that if we don't help them, the gap will get bigger and bigger. So that's also another thing that we have to address. Thank you.